Alright, so today I'm going to be reviewing a 2-in-1 dual color or dual wavelength laser pointer from laserpointerstore.com. Now you can pick this up for about $28 or $29, I believe. I believe I paid around $30 for the blue and the green. I was originally going to go with red and blue so I could have both direct diode lasers in here, but I would rather have had green, so I chose the 532 and the 450. Now I think for $16 you can get the red and green, and then for an extra, I think $12 and $13 you can get blue and green or blue and red. Alright, so we'll take this out of the package. Now, of course, I already opened this, just like on the last video I had done. And I already opened it, and I forgot which way it opens anyways. Oh, there it goes. So take it out of the packaging, put this aside. The first thing I noticed is this thing is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, which is great because I personally like bigger hosts. They feel a little more solid. And then here is the gold color. Now, you can choose between silver, gold, or black. I just chose gold because I never had a gold colored laser before. I was originally going to go with aluminum, the aluminum color, or silver, or black, but I chose to get the gold instead. Now the machining on this thing is actually excellent. It really is. I've never actually seen a laser like this before. In fact, you can check on eBay, but I have done it just out of curiosity, and I couldn't find this laser anywhere. The only place you can find it right now is laserpointerstore.com. And here is the top, which I believe that is just a diffractor is all that is, if I'm not 100% sure. Now there is no instructions, or there are no instructions that come with this, and the website doesn't exactly say what this is, but I'm pretty sure it's a diffractor. It has all the same characteristics of what a diffraction grating does, so I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Now I don't have a diffractor, so I really, that's why I don't really know 100% if that's what it is or not, but I can tell you that I'm about 90% sure that that is a diffractor. So it splits up the beams. It's pretty much the same thing that you see in those Christmas light, little light decorating things you can stick in your yard. All right, so here's the button on the back. This is basically just a safety switch. What I thought was kind of cool is I had forgotten that I'd seen somewhere that this is a safety switch and here is the main button. Now that's of course a pneumatic switch, and then that is an electronic switch, and that's basically just a safety switch to turn on, and then you cannot work the laser unless you push the button back here. In which I thought I might add, this switch does feel very solid. All right, so you can actually unscrew this. Then here's the back of it, the front, and then here, of course, is the aperture where the green and blue laser is emitted from. Now, I had forgotten which one was the DPSS or the green, and I forgot which one was the blue. So, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that one is the blue and that one is the green, but I guess we'll find out pretty soon. Now what also is, one thing that was also pretty cool about this is as soon as you arm the laser by pressing the button, the red light turns on right here, indicating that the laser is armed. Now this is a case positive laser, so keep that in mind. If I'm not mistaken, they are all that way, so it is case positive. So case positive obviously means that the negative goes toward the spring, and the positive obviously goes toward the tail cap. You can actually take this piece completely off. That way you can see the back right here. The little spring is. And then put it all back together. And then we'll put the battery in there and I'll show you all how it works. The battery is now activated, and we'll go ahead and put the little diffractor back on there. Once you take this thing off, it's actually kind of hard to get back on, only because this thing actually spins around. So as you're trying to thread this on the top, all you're doing is just spinning this around, and it's kind of not really moving the actual threaded part. So it's kind of difficult to put this on here, so don't take it off unless you really just want to look at it a couple of times, but once you get it off, okay, well, yeah, see. But that's just the way that it's designed. It's not a defect or a flaw or anything. It's just, don't take this thing off unless you are willing to spend, 5 minutes to get it back on there. But like I said, it's the way it's designed. It's supposed to do that, so. All right, so here it is right here. And we will give you a size comparison. Here is a JD850. We'll set that right next to it. And then here is a C6 laser. or a C6 style host. We'll put that right next to it also, so you guys can see just how big this thing is. Pretty good size. All right, so to turn the laser on, you obviously just press the back switch here, which by the way, like I said, feels very solid. And as soon as you click it, the red light turns on, letting you know that the laser is armed. And then you press the button one time and it goes into the blue mode. Now remember that the blue mode, I believe, is 80 milliwatts and the green is 50. And the red, if you have the red, I'm pretty sure is 100 milliwatts. It might be 200, but 80 milliwatt blue and about 50 milliwatt green. So press the switch again. Now the light turns green, letting you know that the laser is on, as if it wasn't already obvious. And then press the button one more time to go into the green. Now remember, green is much, much higher in the visible light spectrum, or it's right there. It's much closer to the peak of the visible light spectrum than blue is. So even though the blue is more powerful, the green obviously looks a lot brighter. And press it again, and you can go into both modes, which is really cool. Spin this around. And then of course you can take this off and not use the diffractor at all and just have the beams going if you want, but. And then press it again, and it goes into like a strobe mode. So that's really cool. And then press it again and it turns off. So we'll go through it again. Press the button one time, goes into blue. Press it again, green. Press it again, goes into both modes. And then press it again, it goes into strobe. And then one more time, it turns it off. Now remember, you cannot use CR123s or 16340s. This particular laser is powered only by an 18650. So we'll turn this off. So yeah, that is the 2-in-1 dual color laser pointer from laserpointerstore.com. All right, so unfortunately I have no battery for my LPM. My laser power meter battery is dead, so I will not be able to test this on the meter. I probably will do it later on in the future and maybe post the video. Not 100% sure, but there really is no need to actually test this laser because the blue and the green are both very, very bright. So I'm pretty sure that it is putting out the advertised output of 80 milliwatts blue and 50 milliwatts green. So I'm not going to LPM this laser. I feel no need to do that. Like I'm never going to hear the end of it if I don't do a beam shot video of the 2-in-1 dual wavelength or dual color laser pointer. So we'll go ahead and arm the laser now, turn it on, and then we will press the button one time. I have no idea what that was that I just dropped. So here's the blue. And then here is the green. And then both colors.